Welcome, all you +2 comedy modifiers, back to the stream. Welcome back to Blueprints. TV's Noah here, smoothie in hand. This takes a while to load, so while I do my ramble, I am going to hit continue. So in the previous stream, I finally went to the bunk bed room to kind of reveal that the Blueprints is not my uncle. It's me. I'm the Blueprint, which is a delicious bit of lore considering the nursery where I read the story of the Red Prince. It actually says the Red Prince is you who just finished reading the book. And I was like, oh, it's when my uncle read it. No, it's when I'm reading it. It's also very interesting how the red rooms, everything red seems to have a negative connotation. Like, the red cards are lies. The red rooms hurt me in some way. Like, that's very interesting. So we're working on this new theory here. I'd also want to posit the idea that maybe there's an implication that my brother is smarter than me. Because I was kind of a brat based on what was being told, but also like I spelled a lot of things wrong, which I think is weird. It could just be implying that I'm young in that moment, but it could also be that I'm dumber. Also, there's a whole thing about him going away to college. And I took that to mean, oh, he's my older brother. But maybe he's just smarter than me and he got into college and I didn't. That's just another idea. Either way, I got to get that dormitory. But to get even into the dormitory, I have to add it to the draft pool. The other thing we got to talk about are these paintings that I'm staring at right now. So I'm pretty sure that, oh, wow, a lot of people here. Here's the deal with the paintings. The paintings are related to one another, and you're supposed to subtract one from the other. And in the hallway, it is always the queen and the ace, which means it's based on a location in the house. So I've drawn a grid in my notebook, which, just for fun, I think it's very interesting that I chose a blue notebook for this, but a red pen. Like, I thought that was rather serendipitous. But I now have a grid of the plans of the house that I put in my notebook. And I'm going to put the letters in there because I think that's going to spell the message. And I've realized the answer to this one in the middle of the night the other night. It's not queen and ace. This is an ace. That's a face card. So that's an F. So there is an F right in the center of that. I'm going to, in post, try to put up us gaining letters and stuff. So we got 70 steps. We got plenty of time. I am going to admit I might have to do the bad streamer thing and check my phone during this because I am very busy. But we're going to try to do this as much as we can. Let's go outside. And let's go get that extra room. I also just, like, real quick, there is not a path to this side of the house. No, it is completely blocked. Interesting. I gotta find a way. I really want to go look at that statue. So this uses up a good amount of steps, and gotten a lot of great comments on my previous videos. Everyone's been really cool about not spoiling stuff, which has been wonderful. But one piece of advice that I'm really taking into account here is I keep trying to win and get into the antechamber. Knowledge is what's most important here. So I'm going to try to play more for knowledge. So I've done the hovel. I have done the root cellar. I've never done the tomb. Each time you draft a dead end in your house, spend... Sorry, there's something at my window that startled me. Each time you draft a dead end in your house, spread $5 in the tomb. Oh, interesting. Well, I've never been in the tomb, and it's a black room, and I don't think I've ever been in a black room. So let's go in here, and this will probably be scurry. I like that when I use these spiral staircases, it does kind of like lock me in place. Ooh. Spoops. It is spoopy as I asked. Oh man, this is huge. I was not expecting it to be large. Hey, it's the... Why can I touch this? Oh, Okay. So I'm trying to remember what the angels look like in the chapel. The chapel room. H-T-O-T-O-T. H-O-T-T-O-T-O. O-G-O. Jeez. I think the sweep was down. That seems right to me. I don't know what that is. There's like a jockey? I don't remember there being a jockey. I'm just going to pull on it. I don't know. Interesting. So there are some that are not lit and some that are lit. I'm so glad I drafted the tomb. Sweet muns. Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. The floor plan is a definitive dead end. Or is it? Some sort of king angel that can stay up. I'm legitimately creeped out by this. Because like I've been saying, I've been playing this shovel. Shovel should be down, right? Is that a shovel? What do you think that is? Pool skimmer? In my spare time when I'm not streaming, I've been playing Returnal, and I've been having these strange dreams that are a combination of this game and Returnal. Hoenn. Oh, there's probably an order. I probably already biffed this. I probably should have looked at the order, which I have written down. Idiot. And that probably opens that. Okay. But the dreams have been so, like, crazy that it's really made me realize that this would make a phenomenal horror game. Like, if some drafts, like, awakened things and okay, so I can run back here for money. Well, wait, let me do this. Room directory. Outer rooms. Each time you draft a dead end in your house, spread $5 in the tomb. So I'd have to run back to the tomb. This is an unusual room. Black print. Dead end. Outer room. It's the Sinclair family crypt, which is kind of important that it's the Sinclair and not the Epson. Let me try to get out of the way here. As gloomy as it is, immerse. The true Sinclair legacy lies here. Resting underneath the stones, a parade of distant revelations and forgotten ancestors. All right. Bunch of people bailed. I think it's because the notification said I was doing a different game, and they all showed up, and now they're sad. Oh, and there's dig spots here. All right, so let's keep that in mind too, is that you can also dig here. This game is freaking great. Oh, how did I end up here? How did I not see this last time? Ooh, a note. Open only in the event of my death. Don't have a magnifying glass, so I can't add the stamp to my collection, so let's also remember that that's there. Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. And all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dimber, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition, thrice as strong. These are the chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. Font of convention? What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to preclude tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point there to live another life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish I had been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods of the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds the trunk, at a peculiar token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if my morbid example of this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak, and sycamore and spruce? More than the warden's woods and worldly mountains, this cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all of our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this spelunker as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be effective as they are theatric. The font screws with me pretty bad. And lo, in turn, a response for the freedom thus granted you, committed yourself to be buried here, with this mausoleum of dreams. When the day comes to write your own letter to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps, as in tradition. Lots of flowers. Interesting. So I screwed with the angels without thinking, which I should not have done. I'm going to try to get back to the chapel room and see which angels were up. Hey, a top hat! Interesting. Ooh, wait a minute. They all have the hats? They all have hats? Top hat, cowboy hat. It looks like a bonnet. That's a cap. Ooh, okay, so it has something to do with the hats. That's a crown. Nothing there. That's the pork pie. Did I call it or did I call it? The hats are going to be important. Chef's hat. I back here. Okay. I think it's time to go. Just kind of looking around. All right. Great way to start the day. Lots of cool information there. We'll cut down tree. Never noticed that before. Interesting. I can make a wish? Ooh. I wish to get the library today. It would explode if this was Tunic. All right. Man, that's two big things I learned already, and we haven't even drafted our first room. All right. So we have the magnifying glass. We can go back and get the stamp. Like, there's lots of stuff we can do. Again, storeroom's good, but I really don't want to start with it. Let's do the hallway. So what do we have here? We have pin versus pine. So this is an E. E. The office. I have no gems. I can't get the office. I can do the guest bedroom or the bedroom. Guest bedroom's a dead end. I think guest bedroom makes more sense. I think it does. I think this makes more sense. I know it just doesn't seem like it does, but the hallway I might be able to get... Well, no. Maybe I should just do the bedroom. Because we want to get as many rooms as possible because we're trying to solve the picture puzzle. And that will guarantee a room up. So yeah, let's go with the bedroom. Okay. Nice window now. Can't spin this globe. Because I realized recently in rewatching something, I can't flip this over, right? Yeah. That there are two globes in the observatory, and I ignored one. So what do we have here? We have, I think it's tag and stag. I think it's tag and stag. So I think it's an S. All right. There's a good chance that this bottom word that I'm writing is the word safe. Safes. Safes. Like use dates maybe? Use dates to open safes. I could totally buy into that as a theory. Because I want to get back to that drafting room because I want to try the date that this all started to open that tiny safe we found because I didn't do that. I also wanted the laboratory because I didn't open the damn... I didn't use the stupid thing. The lab computer. Chapel room, Hottoto. Snap and clap and touch your toes. Or the Nook. I don't have any keys. There's part of me that wants to go with this. Even though... It's going to circle back around anyway. Yeah, the chapel makes more sense. I'm not going to walk into the chapel, though. I want to hold on to my money. Oh, I need the chapel for the angel thing. So yeah, let's do this. I'm not going to walk in right away, though. Instead, because I want to keep my money, I'm going to go this way. I don't have any gems. Den will get me gems. Parlor will get me gems and lead me into the chapel room. But this will let me go up. That seems better. And I missed my chance to get the drawing room, which is a bummer, but I'll take the den and get the guaranteed. Yeah, this is better. This does make getting to the chapel a bit of a walk, but that's fine. Just want to look up. Okay, this is, let me just look at where I am. It's bat and bath, so this is an H. All right, which way do I want to go? I want to go up. I already have the pawn. Locksmith, key for sale. Nook, get a free key. Hey, what's up, Bet? I got no keys. I want that Nook. I want that sweet Nook. I did it all. Well, you know, I've never done this. Yeah, but I'm in the middle. I want more path. I don't want a dead. Well, drafting a dead end will also throw money into the tomb. I'm good. Busy, as always, but I don't know if I want to put this dead end right in the middle of my freaking... I don't have that much money, but... I've never been to the locksmith room. I only have one gem, though, and I don't want to waste it on the locksmith room. Going with the Nook. Clock and lock, so that's a C. Give me that sweet key. Secret passage. The storeroom, which is a dead end that gives me a bunch of stuff. Again, storeroom's tempting. Secret passage is not a good idea. Yeah, I got a good number of steps. I'm going to do the storeroom, believe it or not. This seems so counterintuitive for the way I usually play, but I'm doing it. Give me the Muns. Because I'm going to have to walk through the chapel at some point, and that's going to suck and piss me off. We have a road and a rod. Road and rod. So this is an A. So an A goes here. All right. All right, we're gonna go. Yeah, this is gonna go through the main entrance. Yeah, this is fine. We can do this. Courtyard in the middle? We can do that? Closet's not a good idea. Courtyard doesn't really help me that much. I might do the spare bedroom just to make sure my path continues. And I've never been in the spare bedroom because the courtyard ends up being less good. Closet's a dead end. Let's go with the spare bedroom. This is my first time drafting the spare bedroom. I recently upgraded the spare room into a bedroom. Esmond. All right, this is the day I'm rolling in it. So that's a bride and a bridge. So that's a G. G. All right. Ain't nothing but a G thing. It's all good. Say hi for me. So that's bad. That's good. I'd rather it go up because the entrance way. Yeah, it's got to go up. It's got to go up. I have so much money. And pantry usually has an apple in it, which is good. Ooh, an orange. That's good. I've already looked at most of this stuff, but let's get this. Which room am I in? I'm right next to the spare. Okay, so this is stare and star. So this is an I. It's probably the word right that I'm writing right now. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I really would love this to have continued straight. I want gems, but the nursery's so good for steps later. You kind of want to get this in immediately. And I have the chapel path. And this is going to add money to the tomb. I think I'm going to do the nursery. I think that, again, I think I'm being a little foolhardy, but I currently still have 2 paths. So I think I'm going to be risky, and I'm going to actually do the nursery. Yeah. Because I want steps. Oh, there's a sweet emerald here, too, which is great. Anything else going on here? Oddly black. Oh yeah, so cake. I remember seeing this one last time I played. I don't know this one. Cake and tie? Like, I don't know what else to make out of this besides tie. I don't know what this is. This is like some sort of like stand that holds like various, it's like a shelf that holds usually like cupcakes and stuff. It's like a cake tin. And then this is a tie, but I don't know what else, like, because it's this minus this. So it's got to be a word close to tie. T-I-E. I don't think it's like time or tine or anything like that, or tin. The other idea is that it's the word not, K-N-O-T, and this is not like N-O-T or... This is the one I don't get. This is a very mysterious letter to me. And that sucks. So, where am I? This is such a question mark. So I'm gonna think about this for the rest of the day. What is this? What do you call something that like holds desserts? What's my phone say? I'm just gonna Google like dessert holder. Dessert holder. It literally popped up immediately. Like, I don't know if it's... crap. Oh, tier. It's called a tier. So it's an R. All right, cool. Cool, that makes sense. All right. The immunity star. All right. So I've taken a huge risk now. Now we got to run back. We got to run back a ways. Like, through the spare room. We're going to take the other entranceway. Like, I'm holding off on the chapel.
And that's going to do it for this edition of Blueprints. Will I find my way to room 46? Well, the best way to find out is to subscribe right here to Plus2 Comedy Gaming, so you'll get a notification next time I dive deep into the mansion. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Boop!